Okay, my friends, we have reached the big leagues in the Final Fantasy X Masters mod. We're done with the easy peasy Dark Aeons that no one cares about, like Valifor, Ifrit, Ixion, and Shiva. It's only the big ones left. Dark Bahamut, Dark Yojimbo, Dark Maga Sisters, and Dark Anima. Then of course we have Penance, but before all of that, we have Omega Weapon. Now, according to the quote-unquote roadmap that Karifean / the Monster Arena trainer has given us, he says that at this stage, basically you can do those in any order, and that means basically other than Penance. So we're talking Omega Weapon, Dark Bahamut, Dark Yojimbo, Dark Maga Sisters, and Dark Anima. So whichever order you think might work best for you. Now, I think just to see what kind of jump we're dealing with, I want to start with Dark Yojimbo. I think historically, at least in the vanilla, I found Dark Yojimbo the easiest of like the quote-unquote harder Dark Aeons. Does that make sense? So I just want to see what we're even dealing with when it comes to something like Dark Yojimbo. Establish sort of a benchmark, because if Karifean is saying that you can do them basically in any order, then it means that I should have a roughly speaking equal chance of beating Yojimbo and Omega right now. And the reason I'd rather do Yojimbo first is because Omega is the one that comes with the little kind of gauntlet first, where you have to do the fixed and forced encounters where you have like the forced ambush. And so the less kind of I have to deal with that, the less painful it will be for me. So let's have a look. Basically, I think the way I'll do it, just because again I'm creating content obviously with all of this as well, as much as I'm enjoying myself and it's been a lot of fun. And it's definitely one of those series where it doesn't feel like work at all. I mean, I'm having an absolute blast here, and it's been a lot of fun. But if it's one of these where, let's say, everything so far, I think it's ranged anywhere from 3-4 attempts to maybe 8 to 10. And if, let's say, Omega Weapon's in that 8 to 10 range, and it takes me like half an hour every time to make my way through those encounters, or longer, just depending on how difficult they are, then I really don't want to spend, you know, an extra 4, 5, 6, 7 hours just getting through those encounters and doing all of those attempts. So what I said to Karifean, and I think how I will do it for Omega, is that when I get there, I think I'll do the fixed encounters once, make my way through them, and then I'm basically just going to make a log of all of the HP that I have, the MP I have left, the resources I have left, and then just almost create like a save state there. And then that way I can basically bypass it for the next one. So you can use Farplane, for example, to give yourself Flee, to get rid of those encounters. If you don't fancy kind of doing that grind every time you want to do an attempt, because there's no auto-saves before Omega Weapon. Obviously there's no kind of save states, or there's no save spheres, anything like that. So ordinarily, if you're like a total purist, every time you fight Omega, you have to do those fixed encounters every single time. And for me at least, like if this was completely like off screen, my own free time, I think I'd probably be much more up for the challenge and just taking my kind of free time to do that. But I think because of the content creation angle, I have to kind of use a bit of streamer slash content creator license and kind of do them once legitly, and then after that just focus my attempts on Omega instead of the grind before it. So that's the general idea, but before all of that happens, we're gonna just give a little attention to Dark Yojimbo. I mean, normal Yojimbo was already very interesting, and so the dark variant I'm already kind of not looking forward to in that sense. Like the whole overdrive gauge working backwards, like there's a lot of weird stuff happening, so we're just gonna have to see. Okay, let's throw in a save. Gonna put it here. Alright, let's go for it. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those fights that, like in vanilla, once you've done your stat maxing, you're ready to go, it becomes almost comically easy. It really is just a quick hit spam all the way. I know basically all of them are, but Dark Yojimbo especially is just not that hard. But here, things are a little different. So I got ambushed, and I'm pretty sure the first one's always an ambush. Crazy Yojimbo. Yeah, starts with a full overdrive gauge, the Unholy Samurai. So, let's begin with... Basically, right now, what's going to happen, I think it's going to use a move, deplete its overdrive gauge, and then use a Zanmato. So I think the mechanics might be the same as the normal Yojimbo we fought, only a lot harder. So let's take a look. That does not sound good at all. Magic 131, that's kind of a weird stat. So let's put Yoji here. Different nasty attack every fight. So it uses the same attack for the entire fight, but it changes each fight. Fine. Sleep, silence, darkness, slow. Yeah, so now the amount of statuses that you can apply is becoming less and less here. So we've got breaks. We have poison once again, our old friend. No slow. Zombie again. Although it just feels increasingly less and less, like we just can't do fast enough damage. Zombie. Okay. Counters with Wakizashi if hit while his overdrive is full. Okay. Right, let's see the power level here. It's probably not going to be very pretty. Yep. Doom Goro. I love it. Yeah, this is going to be... It's going to be yikes. Okay. Fun times. That's got to be one of the quickest wipeouts that we've had. Don't think any of the moves can be evaded and countered. Maybe Doom Goro can be. But I'm thinking an Oran tank might be kind of necessary. Fast moves are key. But, so that's also a problem. But if it counters with Wakizashi when its overdrive is full, then we kind of have to take a bit of a pause. So these guys are slow, but let's give it a go anyway. Maybe this is going to be the auto haste fight, honestly. Maybe that's going to be a thing. But at this stage, I'd love to save that for like penance or something. And she's still the only one that I think has like a pure 4 empty slots kind of thing. She can break the damage limit, I kind of forgot at this stage. That's kind of nice. Yeah. I've only got 2 Chocobo wings in reserve to use like in the fight. That's about it. In the grand scheme, it's not that long, but it does feel like one of the longer sequences. Yeah, I wish this is where the autosave would kick in. But what if I go to one of the side rooms? Will it autosave then? Or does it disappear when I go to a side room as well? Let's see. I haven't tried this before. Just trying to trigger an easier autosave. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. Fine. Let's just go for it. Let's go, lads. Okay. see if Auron can survive this. He probably can't. I mean, Yuna didn't exactly survive it, so... yeah. Double cast. Yeah, we're still not fast enough here. You need 3 moves in order to not get Zanmatoed. So Auron has to not die there. Yikes. Yuna does have double cast, so I think maybe also a good idea. Yeah, I think Yojimbo's probably not the best one to take on, honestly, because you have to fight him 5 times. He's definitely much, much harder. Much, much harder. Okay. The problem is, like, we don't have a way to survive this first set of turns. Yeah, see, we're already screwed because Bazooka's gonna... yeah, so I don't know how we're supposed to squeeze all of that in. Like, this feels like a level check to me. If you can't survive the first Bazooka, I don't know how you make it work. Like, do you have to do silly stuff like using quick pockets on the enemy? Like, does this overdrive gauge charge from that, for example? Okay, I guess a fast move. Ouch. And then now we have to somehow do 3 more hits? How? Yeah, that looks pretty impossible to me at the moment. It's completely relentless as well. It feels to me like you need like some serious shit here. Yuna's gonna die on this next turn anyway. Yeah, like she's gonna do this and then die. And of course, the thing that she has on right now... let me have another look at how much damage she did. I didn't notice. I think I'm gonna leave Yojimbo for now. Only 2,700. Wow, okay. Yeah, kind of forcing me to use Demi. Okay, sorry I bothered you, Mr. Yojimbo. I'll be back later when I'm a bit stronger. I think this is too much of a level check for me. I don't feel fast enough or strong enough to deal with that right now. So I did say this is going to be like the next big spike. And indeed it is. Now, did the Besaid shop have agility spheres? It's probably worth a look. Honestly, I kind of forgot. I'm obviously not used to that shop, so let's take a look. Yeah, see, the very uniquely weird situation we find ourselves in now is that we literally cannot get any stronger unless we defeat a boss. Yes, we could probably use some purple spheres. Like, if we sell a lot of stuff, we could probably get, like, a purple sphere or two, but, like, it's really not gonna be a lot. well, for Orin, we can't really use them anyway. So this is like we gotta figure this out. If, let's say, I try each boss one time. Let's just say I try each of these bosses and I bounce off all of them. Then we're going to find ourselves the most stuck we've been in the mod so far. But I've only fought one of them, and maybe Yojimbo's supposed to be pretty much like potentially the hardest of the bunch. So let's not jump the gun here and just see how we go. That said, I wonder if I should buy some more Albed potions and stuff first. I'm gonna see if I should sell anything, honestly. Yeah, a lot of the stuff just not valuable here. This one is, but sure as hell not selling that. Yeah, I guess since I already have that one, I can sell this. I'm kind of surprised the bosses haven't really given any gil, like all of the Dark Aeons and stuff, considering that you can buy purple spheres. I really thought it would give you some more. This one I can sell. I feel like we're never going to use this type of stuff, honestly. Wow, so many malleable stuffs. Yeah, it's not like we've got a ton more gil here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we've got to not burn through too many more Phoenix Downs here, otherwise... yeah, might be in trouble. Yeah, I can't just like give myself 10 more Albed potions here, it's just not a good idea. So we're going to have to rely, I think, increasingly on other ways to heal. Might have to start making some Eater armors and that kind of thing, depending on how things go.
Your count.
So, let's try Omega next. So as I say, I'm going to make one run through the encounters. Well, the forced encounters. So let's save here. Alright, here we are. Let's see if we can make it through these encounters. I'll probably play them at like ×2 speed at this stage. At least we're a little bit stronger than we were the first time we came here. I'm going to stick with the faster set for now. Yeah, initiative's not going to matter anymore, so I can switch to that guy. Yeah, don't know if it's worth just going in with this at this stage or not. Yeah, magic is 67. It's not like she has insane magic. Might not be worth it for Yuna right now. Going to re-trigger this autosave, and then we're going to go. Let's do it. Hopefully the RNG's kind, and we get the easier ones, because there's a lot of them to do here. Okay, it's a good start. I'm gonna change back to this one. Yeah, good damage. Osmos. Did Sensor tell you the elemental weakness here? I think it was ice again, but yeah, it's ice. Can do fire. Let's see how much damage we're doing now. I didn't even see that. Just too fast. Yeah, it seemed like quite a lot. Let's do a Blizzaga again, and then Osmo so that we can try and stay as MP neutral as possible. Okay, it's woken up, but it's too late. Die. Okay, so that's the start. I wonder if I should change to a different mode. Maybe back to Tactician for him. But Tactician means he kind of almost always has to use MP to charge his gauge. Maybe Warrior, since he can break the damage limit too now. Next. Varuna. Okay. I don't remember what Varuna's deal was. I think I took some photos of these scan pages. Do I have Varuna's? Makea, Wraith, Floating Death, Defender Y, Puroboros. I don't have Varuna, of course. Alright, immune to physical attacks. $10,000. Ouch. Osmos. There we go. Let's get back in. Okay. Huh. Alright. Yeah, his sanity is preserved. But we can now delay Buster. But if you do that, it doesn't like it. It's fine. Special double cast. Let's just double check. Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a big ask to do it like this, but we'll try. I want to track the damage a bit more carefully here, so I'm just going to do this. 23. I mean, it's good damage, but it's not enough. I think it's worth a try. If it fails, it fails. Actually, let's hope for the best. Oh my god, it's going to be so close. It's just not enough. No, we're dead. God damn it. So my first attempt failed just because I was so close. I was literally within probably like 1,000. At least now I know. So we're close to that kind of level, but not quite there. Fine. Here we go again. For this one, just to, I think, make it a bit easier, let's just start with... finding this stuff is so annoying. Grenade and a map. Right, double cast. Naga. 20,000 each. Pretty nice. Yeah, I mean most stuff I can handle at this stage. Osmos, Andaga. Bye bye. I just took too big a risk with that Great Malboro. I shouldn't have done it, but it's a lesson learned. Okay, so this is the encounter that Karifean calls basically the most difficult encounter. The most difficult random encounter in the mod. Okay, let's take a look. Often uses far plane touch, which inflicts multiple statuses. Vulnerable to magic break and mental break. Reflect can be quite effective too. This is one where you just want to double cast Ultima. I thought I had his death proof, honestly. Just pondering over my options at the moment. Don't really remember what they're susceptible to, honestly. So, let's use a Fury here. I think this should be a bit of a start. Right, up to 7 now. Get the sensor. 7,500. Yeah, this is where like I would literally have probably use an Ultima to get the job done. They have Reflect on. Can Auron do enough damage to take one of them out? I think I'm actually going to pop the chest here. So it doesn't heal. It's an empty chest. For once, I actually would have rather that it wasn't. Yeah, since she's asleep, I think she's cooked. Unfortunately. Wow. Yeah. Most difficult random encounter of the game. Honestly, I feel like I had a better chance of survival if it was an explosion. Just my luck. I complained about how many of them had mimics in them. I wonder if on the outside they don't, like none of them have mimics. I forgot if there was a thing like that. Because this is an encounter that was in Vanilla 2. So maybe that's the thing. Here we go again. Only 3,000. Yeah, so much for break damage limit. Obviously, like, my whole thing is I'm trying to get through these guys without using up a whole lot of resources. But that's obviously the point here. Like, that's what these encounters are trying to do to you. They're trying to force you to use up everything you have. Yeah, they're just too strong. So you just give up attempts like this, just seeing if you can take stuff out quickly. But a lot of these encounters are designed to not really have many shortcuts. So depending on which ones pop up, that's why I said it's a bit of an RNG thing. Depending on which ones are coming up, it could be pretty easy or very, very difficult. I mean, they give you 10 ethers here on the way in, so I think they know that you're going to be getting through them. Just funny the extent to which it's really become a magic game. Now 700. Okay. Yes. Dispel. Miss. Okay. Fine. Back to that. That's enough from you. Gonna let Waka put one more status on there. Just to charge up his overdrive a little more. Okay. I think Warrior's not working so well for Auron here, honestly. But alright, let's make sure we got our death proofs back here. I think I'd rather have those at the moment. Okay. Wow, so I was gonna say the Adamantoise appeared and then it's this guy. Okay. Now I don't remember if you could silence this guy or not. I think you could. That's what that was. 18,000, that's what I want to see. Yeah, I have a feeling I might actually die here. Not too bad. Again, obviously at this stage I'm kind of throwing caution to the wind with MP. But this is what I mean. Every single time you want to attempt Omega Weapon in this challenge, you have to do this, basically, every time. So it's no joke. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, for God's sake. Which overdrives do we have? Yeah, it's Luda and Riku again. Yeah, not quite sure what the best kind of order of moves here is. Last time we managed to get them down to about 7,000, but it wasn't enough. Does Riku have the firepower to finish it off if it comes down to... I think Yuna maybe does. Nah, she doesn't. And well, again, we have the reflect problem. But I think it's still the best way to go. Let's do it. I'm probably not going to be able to hit 7 this time, but I'll try. Oh, I got 8 this time. Getting a bit better at it. Just makes me wonder if Orin can finish it off. Let's have a look. 6,100. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Okay. Something. Mari. 16,000 now. Yeah, it's just already basically back up to like 30,000 if I don't do anything here. Feels like a bit of a must. I'm gonna delay buster it anyway, to see what happens. Yeah. Okay. I think Orin might be able to take care of this, actually. Okay. Yeah, Yuna's quick enough to just use a Suna here. Okay. Check the MP. 9,000. I think let's not mess around here. Let's just try and finish this. How much damage did Orin do? 6,400. It's very close. Now we have 3,000 and something left, which I'm hoping Waka can do. Yes, he can. Okay, there you go. It's the first time we managed to defeat those guys. It's the third time of asking, but we did it. Oh. Hope I don't have to encounter another set. Yeah, try not to care too much about MP at this stage. Just need to get down there. Alright, let's do it. Still a few more of these to go though. Alright, Varuna. Yes. Let's just continue on. Go. take the win. Right, this one I have to be careful with. Like, this one, it's... You can very easily underestimate these guys. So I really want to delay buster this guy at this stage, really knock him away. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to use up a full break. But I will do a mental break, I think. Okay. Cost Walker his life. No. First of all, let's double check what is week 2. This really needs to work. Yep. Nice. I withstood the punishment there. Just wondering if I should turn this into a bit of a overdrive farming fight. So I might dabble with it a little bit here. Alright, there we go. Tried to build up some overdrive as well while I was at it. Did I get there? Of course I missed it by the tiniest bit. Alright, let's keep going. Not too bad. This. I'm still going to utilize the mix here, I think, just to put them to sleep. Okay. Getting closer. Keep going. Is this the last one? Yeah, it's the last one. What are we gonna get for the final encounter before Omega Weapon? Oh man. Just knew. You just knew. This. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. I wonder how much damage something like Tornado does these days. I kind of want to know. Let's just do it.
This is for the fallen.
Clear the way. How much damage? That's not a lot. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how much HP they have left. 15,000 each. I think Ixion should do the job. Just double check this one more time. Don't do anything stupid here. Okay. Bit of that. There we go. Okay. We have officially made it to the Omega Weapon boss battle. So what I will do, I will kind of leave this for my own reference here. So let me just get everything ready here. Heal up to max health. Got 13 ethers. Yeah, so all of the MP, all of the HP, everything's ready to go. Just inventory wise, this is what I've got, so I just need to leave this for my own reference here. Just so I know. The overdrive and stuff is irrelevant anyway. In terms of Aeons, they're all intact. So I think we should be good. Okay. I can't resist giving it at least one go here. Gotta be done. Let's do it. Anything could happen here. But I'm banking on getting absolutely destroyed. Let's do it.
It seems we rate his personal attention now.
And his best earrings. Let's go. Ooh. Omega Weapon. Let's see what Karifean's cooked up for this one. Start these things as we often do. I think I want to immediately just put him in Sentinel and hope for the best. See what happens first. Yeah, same deal. Master Spark. That doesn't sound nice. Wow. Yeah, that was a pretty beefy start. Let's do quick pockets here. Yeah, I'm just thinking if we can't even survive the regular slap moves, then we're going to be in major trouble. So we kind of need to, I think, use up some of these at this stage. That on. Let's see if we can survive like this. If it's going to use already like the Penta Flare or whatever, paste. Okay. Fine. Try to throw in an immediate dispel. Ah, Orin already got all of the brakes on. It's promising. He doesn't know Dispel yet. Alright, let's see if we can survive this next turn. If it's Yuna, then could have been a lot worse. Okay. Yeah. Tidus dying with 8,900 HP is like, we're not going to be able to win. We need to really like set up on a whole different level here. This is really concerning to say the least. I think before we basically just get wiped out and die anyway, let's just throw in a scan and we'll end this first attempt here. We need to know what's going on. Omega. Real brutal customer. Be ready for anything as his attacks are very powerful. Counters gravity attacks with Ultima. Yep, so okay. He's saying enough demi spam. Immune to many status ailments, but zombie and poison can work. Keep it in full break to survive. Yep. Okay. And yes, of course, has 666,000 HP. I like that. Okay. I've got what I needed. Nice. GG's. Yeah, we're gonna go with everybody comrade this time. Okay. Here we go.
It seems we rate his personal attention now.
So we're going to go in with a full break immediately. And that should bring it down to under 5,000. But we need cheer still to survive. It's not enough to just do that. Let's do protect. Another one. And then we'll go full break. Okay. The first move. So the first move is a slap. And then we're going to have the move that gives you all of the breaks, but I think we're just going to have to roll with that. I think trying to heal those breaks is going to be a bit much. Let's see how much damage this even does. Master Spark. Too much. And that has poison, silence. And I think it dispels as well. That's not good. Yeah, that's pretty harsh. Paste. It doesn't dispel protect at least. Core energy. 3,800. So unfortunately Riku's kind of just below the threshold here. I want to see if Delay Buster works on him.
Take a number, buddy.
It is immune to delay. Excellent. Should be the Stone Breath move next. Ah, it's a slap. Yeah. Slap. Okay. Let's go again. At least now I'm starting to build the pattern. And that's how these things always begin. Once I know what the pattern is, I should be in a much better position. Thankfully, like the setup is pretty simple. I can just run back and I can flee from these fights. And then it's just a matter of, I think, reducing like 5 ethers and 1 phoenix down, and then I'm ready to go. Alrighty, attempt number 3.
This is definitely bad.
It is, but we're gonna find a way. We can handle this. Do that cheering first. For this. Yeah, this is still going to kill Tidus here. Oh, just survived. Nice. Okay. I think I'm going to let a different group get hit by this next move. Double cast. We're gonna go bio, get that on nice and early, and then why not flare for once? Let's see how much damage poison's gonna do. Okay, 22,000 on the flare is not bad at all. And then Warren. Alright, let's try and make sure that everyone survives this next turn. And let's see the poison damage. Okay. Can never expect too much from that, right? Now.
Let's end this.
I'm gonna start getting these buffs ready at this stage. him in. Well, don't know if it's worth it. Let's just try and get these buffs on any way that we can. Ah, shit. So it can be haste or tetraflare. Yeah. That's harsh, man. Holy crap. Okay. How do we even avoid that? We've got to put everyone in reflect. I guess once we're fully buffed up, then we should be potentially able to do that, but that's a bit rough. And of course, it's when poor old Kimari's on the front line, he's going to get stuck. Next up is core energy, and I think Lulu should be able to survive that. Yeah, the other two probably won't. Well played, Kimari. Did survive, was up to the task. Ace back up. Trying to hang in there for now. Yeah, she's been magic broken. Forgot about that whole thing. Yeah, it's just too much healing to do in between turns. Like, you really need to get like 5 times cheer, all of those things really going, otherwise you're going to be in some serious shit. Let's just see what happens here. I'm not happy that I have to burn through these potions. Yeah, 6,006, just too much for Orin. That's what I mean. We need some kind of like ultra novel. So this is the furthest we've made it in the fight. I don't actually know what's coming after this slap. If it's Master Spark again, we're screwed. Stone Breath is still screwed. So that the haste that we have on ourselves is now gone. Yeah, that's really bad. Just so many things happening at once here. This fight's definitely a big step up. There's the full overdrive. Does he not get another turn? Yeah, she doesn't have a half MP cost for that. Basically going to try to use an auto life to see if I can survive here. And I wanted to try and copycat it with with Riku because she doesn't have the MP otherwise, but it just hasn't worked. Just don't have it. It's probably going to do exactly the same as Ultima. It's going to do like 9,998. And so you need the stamina tablet combination or you need auto life. So, yeah. I think we're cooked. And well, again, when you've been armor broken, this, that, the other, but I guess it does fix damage, so it probably doesn't matter. But
Well then, what next?
whatever. Yeah, let's at least see if it really is like Ultima. Yeah, and well, you barely have enough time. I mean, Yuna's one of the quickest ones that we have, but after auto life, she really doesn't have a lot of time. It's probably going to be the slapping move next, and we're going to die. Who can even step in here and do anything? Kimari would probably get shattered from the slap, honestly. So you really need your buffs in order, I think. Otherwise, you don't have a chance. Master Spark, that's even worse. I don't know how we're hanging in there at this stage. We have no business being alive. $9,000 was what it was doing before we broke it. Is it healing after Nova's gone? Definitely more investigation needed. I think I have to wrap this one up, unfortunately. It's very late night. But I've definitely gotten the feeler, and I think we're going to be in for quite the battle. So I'll see if there's any way I can do it, and if not, honestly, I'm going to seek out some of the others and see if there's any that kind of suit what I have going on at the moment. And if not, we're going to have to dig deep into the trenches and try to figure out how to beat these guys. So stay tuned. I'm going to do my best to try and get through. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Take care.